Right, I just want us to discuss this for a common understanding. Then you guys might have done it differently. But first of all, we need to understand the problem. Right, so you are selling this packet of chips for R5.70. But inside that R5.70, or included in that R5.70 is VAT already, right? There is 14% VAT that is included there. And so we want to know what the amount is without the 14% VAT. And I know some of you might have multiplied 14% by R5.70. Did anybody multiply 14% by R5.70?
No, I did both methods.
So you multiplied R5.70 by 14% and you probably then minused the answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is why your answer is not correct.
I haven't yet.
Right. So the thing is, when you see numbers, like I know these are the first two numbers that we see, R5.70 and 14%. It is quite easy to just think we need to multiply those two by each other. But let's do the thinking. I'll do it the way you don't like. Let's do it like the algebra way, right? Okay, so let's assume that the amount without VAT is equal to X. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So because that is the amount we are looking for, you don't have to use this method, remember? You can use any other method. So let the amount without VAT be equal to X. Then the question is saying, you need to calculate 14% of that, right? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
You need to calculate 14% of this amount. This is the amount without VAT. So you need to work out 14% of that. Remember, VAT goes to government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Government has to raise money for certain projects. So we need to multiply the X by 14% so that we can pay government what belongs to government. So this is like, this figure here must be increased by how many percent?
14.
By 14%. Right, so if you increase it by 14%, it will go to 114%, right? So you actually end up with 114% of X. So this is now the selling price. But I know that you could say 14% of X, then add X again. But 14% of X plus X will give you 114% of X. So this is then equal to R5.70. Right. And so now you can find X. If you want to find X, just divide everything by the coefficient of X. So divide by this number in front of X. You can simplify it first, but it's okay. You see, I'm dividing by this number, right? So if I do that on the left-hand side, I need to do that on the right-hand side as well. Okay, so obviously this will cancel out. Right, this will cancel out. What you'll end up with here is your 570 multiplied by 100 over 114. And this will give you the amount before tax is included. First of all, you expect your answer to be smaller than 570, right? So one way to check whether your answer is correct is, did you get an answer that is smaller than 570
Yes, sir.
using your method?
Yes, sir.
Then you're probably right. But let's check. Somebody please put this in your calculator. 5 rand. This number here, all this in your calculator, please. As it is.
5.
How much?
5 rand.
Just 5 rand.
Yes, sir.
Oh, 5 rand exactly.
Yes, sir.
No sense.
No, sir.
So this is 5 rand. So how many people got 5 rand as the answer? 2, well done. 4.
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, so yes, what is your question?
possible to do the same thing using like reversing the increase?
Yeah.
Like the formula is
Like I said, you will use many different methods. There are so many methods that you can use, as long as your method is correct. So did your method lead you to 5?
What did you get?
I got 4.90.
Okay, also about that.
You also got 4
Yes.
comma?
90 cents.
Right, now can you, right, I want you to tell me what you did.
Me.
First of all, let's prove whether my answer is correct. Let's call this one my answer, right?
Okay.
Okay, let's check whether my answer is correct. So suppose, guys, you're 5 rand, right?
Mhm.
Then you include 14% because it says, so this is what the shop will keep. But the shop should, what am I saying? Okay, so this is the price before the VAT. The shop will actually keep that 5 rand. But government is also waiting for money. And government is saying, give me 14% of that, right?
Mhm.
So for revenue, for government, you need to work out 14% of 5. What is 14% of 5? How much is that? 0, comma?
7.
So is it 70 cents?
Mhm.
Okay, so VAT is, so we are saying VAT is 70 cents, right? Now, you need to sell this thing. So how much are you going to sell this thing for? The price before VAT plus your VAT, right? And this will give you 5.70. So do you agree that this answer is correct?
Yeah.
So this answer is correct. We can prove it. Okay. Right. I want you now to, anybody that wants to defend their own method,
Well, I did it differently and got it.
and you
the
got
same
5
answers.
rand.
No, I got 4.90.
4 comma?
Well, two. I did 2 methods and I got the same answer.
Okay. So you got 4 rand
90 cents.
90 cents. You will show us what you did to get 4 rand 90 cents. Did you get 4 rand 90 cents as well? Okay, but can you prove that your answers are not correct?
Yes.
Let's try and prove that. Right. So remember, VAT is 14%, and you are saying your price before VAT is 4 rand and
90 cents.
90 cents. Okay, how much is that altogether?
What comes 686?
0, comma
686.
686. Okay. So how much are you going to pay government? How many cents are you going to give them? You're going to give them 69 cents, right?
Yeah.
And so, let's see now. So your selling price now should be your starting amount. You said it's 490. And now if you add 0.69, even 686, I think that won't make a difference. What do you get now if you add 490?
559.
You get 559.
Yeah.
You get 559, which is not 57, right? Okay.